Hi again, this is Miheer Ronen, founder of Splash, and I'm here with Miheer Walavalkar, the founder of LiveLike. And we are here to talk about VR and streaming and events and understand how our life is going to change completely in the next years. So, Miheer, first of all, how is your experience in TOA?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Quite a big turnout. I mean, if there's only one piece of feedback, it's probably that they need bigger studios because the line outside getting in is incredible. It's I mean, it's only been half a day, but there have been some really good talks. So
Is it your first time at TOA?
my first time, yeah. And I haven't even been to any other event of this sort where you bring like culture and technology and politics, everything together. So fantastic experience.
I agree, and it's really important that people that come from the same ecosystems like us from VR can sit and talk and meet each other. So tell me a little bit about LiveLike. How did it start?
So we started about a year and a half ago, early 2015. We have 5 co-founders. Andre, who's the CEO, he was working in virtual reality in South Korea, working with a company which was a cinematic studio that was doing demo content for Gear VR's launch. And I think him and his brother, who I was working with together, his brother was working in sports, Andre was working in VR. They were like, can we combine this together? There's something to be done here. And literally the idea, the more people we told the idea to, the more people got excited by it, whether it was eventual potential customers or people who have ended up working with us. We just formed a team around that, and it's taken off since then. But the real turning point was when we got into Techstars, New York, the accelerator last September.
And what happened in Techstars?
No, I mean, it was an accelerator program. We got a lot of, a lot of us were first-time or second-time entrepreneurs, but inexperienced in building a company, talking to VCs, fundraising, and Techstars really gave us that mentorship and access to the people that we needed to talk to, whether it was investors for fundraising or it was media companies for
Were you based
business.
in New York before? Or
no, the company began in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
And we moved to New York for Techstars, and we continue to stay there.
And before, did you live in San Francisco, all of you? Or
well, everyone was in different parts. So Andre was in South Korea. He's a French guy. Fabrice's brother, who's the head of production, was also in Paris. I had done banking in New York earlier and then had started working in India in an education technology company and then in a sports tech company.
So a few years ago, you wouldn't see yourself actually doing VR?
No, I mean, I was in investment banking. There was nothing close to, forget VR, technology startup was not even on the horizon. Saswat, who's the CTO, was working at Xbox in Seattle. So everyone, and Jeremy, who's our chief UX artist and chief designer, was also doing his masters in Paris. So everyone came from a complete, and that's what I was trying to say. Like everyone, the team just formed organically. It's not like we went looking out for specific people.
That's amazing. It's the best stories like that.
Yeah.
And what can you tell me about the use cases of LiveLike? What's going to happen with the audience in the next years?
So we are focused on building a platform that brings the best sports viewing experience to the users at home. So eventually, all the 100 million fans of the English Premier League who are living in Asia, who cannot attend stadium matches in the stadium, are gonna get to feel like they're in the stadium with the power of VR. We work with rights holders and broadcasters from around the world to produce that content in VR and deliver it to their users globally.
So you support them in installing the cameras and creating the whole grid?
Yeah, so we actually take our own crew to the grounds.
Yeah.
We produce the content, we stream that content, we deliver it through apps that we generate to the partners.
Yes.
For the partners, it's a white label model. It's powered by LiveLike, but it's eventually the rights owner's property. Our goal is to really, have friends be in the experience together. So one of the most important things in LiveLike is the multiplayer experience or the social experience, which is, you and I could be in different parts of the US and we are watching a game together, but through the LiveLike experience, you and I could be watching a game together and talking to each other through the experience, sharing data, whether it's your Twitter feed or statistics or highlights. It provides you not just the opportunity of feeling that you're in the stadium, but also that you're next to your friend in the stadium.
Do you have to have a VR headset for this experience?
There are ways to, yes. I mean, our primary experience is designed for the VR headsets, but there are ways to actually show the experience in a 360 manner, where users are, just with your phone, the way you view Facebook 360 content or YouTube 360 content just by moving the phone around. It's not the ideal experience, but I think if you want to reach scale until the headsets are penetrating the market, that's a stopgap solution of sorts.
So when is the next time I can see a game on your platform?
Hopefully by the end of this year, before the end of this year actually. Well, we are launching a couple of apps. Obviously can't talk about all of them right now, but I think in the next month or so we'll have a couple of apps out on the Oculus Store, which will be the past content that we have streamed. It's not live content, but the first live content will start sometime around September or October.
So the apps would have recorded games?
The ones that we are launching imminently, yes,
Yeah.
but the apps that will be full production apps will be out in September, will be live games. You're going to be watching sports in VR, watching.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I feel really honored to meet you here, and we have to thank TOA for this
Yes,
opportunity.
absolutely. TOA has been
Because
awesome.
it only happens in those situations where
Yeah.
people get a bit more chilled, relaxed, and
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, we were sitting next to each other in
Yeah.
the speakers lounge, and we
Yeah.
had no idea that
Yeah.
we were going to be talking to each other through the
Exactly.
in the media room.
inside the UFO.
Exactly.
So yeah, thanks again for joining us at Tech Open Air 2016.
I appreciate
Pleasure
it.
to have you here, and hope to meet again next year.
Thank you, Mikhail.
Also.
Yep.
Abspann.
Er hat kurz reingeguckt in die Kamera und hat sich dann aber wieder in ihn zugewandt.
Yeah, is it okay? I do it again to the camera. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Thank you again, Miheer, and thanks for joining us at Tech Open Air 2016.